Cindy here, and welcome to Tales and Tales Summer Reading Online with the Louisville Public Library. Now, this year's theme is cryptids. Oh, doesn't that sound fun? And now, don't forget to register online and be sure to complete all the challenges in order to get awards, in order to get prizes. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to show you an interesting PowerPoint presentation about a creature called the Minerva monster. Have you heard of him before? Well, I hope you enjoy the presentation, so let's go ahead now and get started. Now, this is the town of Minerva. It's a quiet little town, but stories are there just beneath the surface. What are those stories? Let's find out. Okay, a little bit about the village of Minerva. Now, Minerva is an Ohio village in Carroll, Columbiana, and Stark counties, nestled on the historic Lincoln Highway, U.S. Route 30, within a short drive of the cities of Akron, Canton, Youngstown, and Cleveland. The village has a total area of 2.23 square miles. For generations, the area of Minerva has been a place people pass through on their way to somewhere else, whether it be Native Americans following the Great Trail or motorists traveling the transcontinental Lincoln Highway. A train once departed town daily to ferry Southeast Ohio coal to Cleveland's city-owned power plant. In August of 1978, the area was abuzz with reports of a Bigfoot creature, 7 feet tall, hairy, and smelling of stagnant water or ammonia sulfur, that had been reported peering into the kitchen window of the Caton family's farmhouse near Minerva, invading the chicken coop and even hurling rocks at the home. Many cried hoax and openly mocked the Catons. There was no doubt in my mind then or today that those folks saw something, no question in my mind. There was no booze involved, said Shannon, who investigated the claim. They were terrified. Similar creature descriptions came from residents of a nearby trailer park and even drivers on U.S. Route 30. The truth is out there. At least small-town monsters think so. Small Town Monsters has investigated unexplained occurrences in small towns across the country, where tales of Bigfoot, Mothman, and other creatures have passed down through generations. Stories like this offer an escape in our own community, says Breedlove, who directed the documentary. Now, a little bit about the Minerva Madness. In 1978, a Minerva family sparked national attention when they reported numerous sightings of a hairy, upright creature stalking the grounds behind their home. According to the family, the creature kept coming around the family's property. It would throw rocks and make trees knock. The family tells about many sightings and encounters with the beast. They talk about finding huge footprints and finding bedding areas. Bigfoot researchers combed the woods for hair samples, and local police bought Army-issued jeeps to investigate the area. In 2014, the family spoke out about their experiences on camera for the first time for Minerva Monster. In a lot of these towns, these events are the biggest thing that ever happened, said Breedlove. Now, in 2015, a paranormal cryptid horror documentary was created and released by Small Town Monsters, and it was directed by Seth Breedlove. And here's a picture of him with one of the posters from his documentary. Okay, now let's take a quick look at the movie trailer from that documentary, shall we?
It was August of 1978. Our shift started at 10:30, and as I left the sheriff's office to head out into my area, I got a call to go to a house on Lincoln Street East, which is Route 30, US 30. And when I got out of the car and met the people at the house, who were obviously distressed, what they described to me was hearing rocks or something hit the roof of their house.
When we first started seeing it, it was, I would say, between 6 and 7 foot tall, covered in hair. It still had facial features. It wasn't completely like a rag mop, over the face and everything. But it probably weighed a good 400 to 500 pounds, I'd say, maybe more, muscular. Because you could see it wasn't like...
Okay, now you can see the full-length video on YouTube under the title of Minerva Monster, Infamous 1978 Bigfoot Case, 2015 Paranormal Cryptid Horror Documentary. Now the 55-minute Minerva Monster film includes multiple eyewitnesses accounts from Minerva area residents. Now, I've actually watched this video, and it is really interesting. So if you get the chance, watch it. Another place that you might want to look for this documentary is your local library. Now, if you go into like all libraries and type in Minerva Monster, this is what you'll come up with. And it's a Minerva Monster DVD, Small Town Monster presents a Twisted Tree Production Films. So you can also go ahead and check it out from your local library and watch it. Now here's an article that was in the Circleville Herald. And as you can see, it says, Hairy Creature Seen by Stark County Residents. Paris Township, Ohio. A hairy 6-foot creature was spotted late at night by 6 area residents as it sat atop a backyard chicken coop, according to Stark County Sheriff's Deputy James Shannon. Mr. and Mrs. Herbert Caton and 4 friends say they saw the creature on the coop, and when it peeked through windows in the Caton home Monday night. The Catons maintain they've seen the creature several times over the past several months, Shannon said. The 6 also saw 2 smaller, similar creatures with the 6-footer. When I got there, the people were visibly shaken and some were even afraid to go to sleep, said the deputy. It was obvious they saw something, but what? I'm skeptical about it myself. There were 2 footprints, one distinguishable, the other not so good. Shannon said he scouted the hilly, heavily wooded area Tuesday, but found no sign of the creature. Shannon and the Catons told him one of the witnesses drove a car across the backyard with its headlights on to get a better look at the creature. When the beast ran towards the car, the 5 others ran into the house. Then they all were sitting around the kitchen table, waiting for the police to show up, said Shannon. The creature began looking in the window at them. They couldn't see any facial features because of his bushy hair. Now that's an actual article, so. Now comes word that something like the Minerva monster may still be around the area. This account turned up matter-of-factly in the local paper's police log, and the following was published in the Carroll County Messenger, June 12, 2019, on page A2 without fanfare. And it read, May 31st, 2019, which isn't that long ago. Frank L. Trussell, 71, of 101 East Plain Street, Minerva, Ohio, was making a left-hand turn from Lunar Road onto Spring Road. After turning, Trussell's Dodge truck went across the center line and off the left side of the road, taking out a fence post and a section of the fence. Trussell told deputies when he was making the turn, he observed a large Yeti standing in the roadway and swerved to miss it. He was cited for operating a vehicle without reasonable control. Do you think he really saw a large Yeti? Well, I don't know. You never know. He could have. Okay, now here are some pictures from the actual newspaper of the Akron Beacon. Okay, here's actually the chicken coop. Here's the creature was supposed to have been found standing on the edge there. Here's a clipping of a hunter looking for him. And here's again that picture of the Yeti, or of him, what somebody drew of him. Okay, now here's the sources that I used to find the information that I have in this presentation, and also the music and sounds that I used in the video. Now, if you're in the Minerva area, keep an eye out for the monster. You never know. And that's the end of my presentation. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you actually got maybe something out of it. Okay, now don't forget to stop by the library and pick up your grab bag for this week. And inside the grab bag, you'll find a couple of goodies, like you'll find a little notebook with a picture of the Minerva monster. And you'll find a Minerva monster bookmark. It's a corner bookmark. It's so cute, isn't it? And now don't forget to go ahead and complete your challenges this week, because you can win some prizes by doing that. And those challenges are: check out 10 books, check out 3 movies, and read 75 pages. So, and again, don't forget, stop by the library, pick up your grab bag. And thank you for joining us for another cryptid video adventure. Now, please join us every week starting June 7th through August 6th for new cryptid videos. Also, stop by the library each week to pick up your grab bags. Now, the grab bag will contain any supplies needed for crafts, plus some cool gifts. On Fridays, don't forget to watch Storytime at 10:30 with Miss Jenna.